Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, I get it. You're headed out the door. You want to pick up that 4-digit vintage Submariner. You're excited. You want to get going. Just give me a minute. You might thank me. All right, the 5512, the 5513, both incredibly collectible and sought after vintage Submariners. Grails for many people. Now, the 5512 was COSC certified, so there's more text on the dial, while the 5513 was not. And I do love the minimal look of those two-line subs. That's probably what I would be going for. Now, I've got to say that the 5513 is a super cool watch because it's really the prototype or the first mill sub. And we're going to talk about mill subs in the future. I want to do a deep dive on the mill sub. Now, I saw this mill sub in the Philippines. Now, this one was 300,000 USD, and it was the first time I had ever seen or held a mill sub. And let me tell you, when I was getting the footage, I was so nervous. My hands were sweating. All I could think of was, if I drop this watch, I don't know what's going to happen. It felt like I was holding a house in my hand. But that was listed as a 5513, so there's that connection with the mill sub. Now, the 5512 had a shorter production run from 1959 to 1979, so 20 years, whereas the 5513 had a longer production run from 62 until 89. So we've always known that there are more of those two-line 5513s out there, but how many more? Well, I got it for you. So if you're talking about the COSC certified 5512 with the more text on the dial, there are less than 20,000 out there. If you're talking about the 5513 with less text on the dial, there's over 150,000 of them. So like I said, we always knew that there were more 5513s out there because of the longer production run. 20 years versus 27 years, but we didn't know the numbers, and we didn't have any idea the extent to which the production numbers of the 5513 dwarfed the production numbers of the 5512, and now we know. And by the way, you're not going to find this information anywhere else. This comes from a book that is yet to be published, and so dealers don't know this. If you're watching my video, you're one of, well, I guess so far a handful of people that do, and you got a couple of days before that book comes out to search out a 5512 and maybe get a better price than you will after the book is published. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video and you can't understand why I have the actual production numbers of these watches from Rolex, well, link in the description to that video, check it out. So if you've been on the fence between a 5512 versus a 5513, this could help you out. Or if you've thought, I really do want to pick up a 5512, well, you might want to pick it up in the next couple days before this information comes out, because again, prices could change. Let me know what you think. Which would you go for? Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.